Hey, so I'm home. This isn't the video I expected to make. I'll explain what happened. So, I guess it was yesterday now. Kyle, he did something, I forget. He exerted himself, and I think what he did is he tried to catch a turtle or something. And when it was finished, he started throwing up. It was kind of a big deal, and he didn't feel well, and he came back and he told me about it. And we climbed the hill to the camp, and my bag. Anyway, we climbed the hill to the camp, and when he got to the top, he laid down, like he just put out his mat in the easiest place possible, and he threw up some more, and that kept going. You know, I started the fire. I thought maybe he was wet and he was cold a little bit anyway, and I got the fire going. Those problems were solved, but he was still sick, like sick. You know, he just kept throwing up, productive vomit, and I guess I was sleeping, but not very well. You know, I'd wake up every, I don't know, hour or so, and not restart the fire, but like reinvigorate the fire. Like all I'd have to do is put more wood on it and stuff to keep the two of us warm. And that was okay, but he wasn't getting any better. And it was actually, so because it's a full moon, it was really light out, and I thought like daybreak had come, and he was still sick, and I was like, you know, do you want to go home? And he said yes. So sorry, fingers on the camera. He said that he wanted to go home, and it wasn't until like a few minutes later I realized it was midnight. And I was like, oh, you know, it's still midnight. You know, I thought it was tomorrow morning. Do you still want to go? And he said, yeah. And part of the problem was this, that with the thunderstorms about to roll in, we were going to be trapped up there. And because there's a river crossing to get back to the truck. And I've seen it flash flood at Uari before. It's a really big deal. So we were kind of like, well, if we don't leave now, we're going to have to stay at least a couple more days until the flooding subsides. So we went and we did the river crossing. It was probably about 1 a.m. and we made it back, and then we hiked up to the truck, and that's that. So you know, I feel terrible. I mean, not me. Like I'm actually not even hungry. I haven't really eaten. We never did find any food. We never caught a fish. We did see a bunch of frogs on the hike back, and I feel pretty confident now that we could have caught them and eaten them. That would have been no problem. But for fish, I don't know. Maybe the water was too cold. I mean, we could swim in it. I don't think that's it. I don't know why we couldn't catch fish. Maybe we just suck at it. But I think we could have caught frogs. Yeah. But yeah, Kyle got sick, and he was throwing up, and even on the hike back, he was throwing up. When I dropped him off at his Camaro, he was throwing up. He's throwing up right before he got in my truck, and I don't know what happened. I thought maybe my water filter didn't do the trick, like didn't do its job, but I'm fine. Maybe he's cold, but I don't think that's it either. You know, it could be that he just doesn't respond well to not eating. It could be that that he arrived sick, and it just kind of struck him when he was on the trip. I'm sorry. You know, we wanted this thing to go for 5 days, and it only went 1. But it's not because we weren't trying. He just too ill to continue. So I guess I'll call that a series. I think we'd like to do something again. You know, Kyle said not something so treacherous next time. I don't know. Maybe we'll go off-roading together, or maybe camping instead of survival, or maybe, you know, I was throwing out other ideas like, dude, let's take a train from Chile to Argentina, like public transportation only, Amazing Race, go. But I don't know what it'll be next, but I really like the idea of doing stuff like with other YouTubers that's not just packs and things like that. So I have a SOG knife to give away to you guys. I haven't figured out how to give it away yet, but we'll do something. Maybe we'll just give it away on Painkiller already. I'm not sure. And yeah, again, I'm sorry that it didn't turn out to be a longer trip. For you guys, because that's what I try to do for you, and for me because it was something that I wanted to do, and like I don't call it a bucket list item or anything, but if you get out and you do things, you become a more interesting person. You're emotionally richer for having done it. And while I gave it a go, I didn't finish. So I hope you like the video series, and I think I'd like to do something like it again. Maybe next time it'll be perfect.